What is up, foam flingers? Adam here, and welcome back to the Very Messy Workbench. And today I have a special treat for you. I have an unboxing and review of the Buzzbee AirWarriors MonoRail blaster. And I know what you're thinking, Adam, this is an old blaster. And indeed it is. It came out around 2017, 2018. Right when Kmart was going out of business. This thing hit Kmart shelves. You can recently, if you want to, you can recently, is that the word? If you want to, you can pick this up at your local Dollar General. It's $18, and it's one of my favorite shotgun-esque blasters. It comes with the Buzzbee long distance darts, which are garbage, hot garbage. Highly don't recommend them. Throw them away once you get them, and I'm going to show you what runs in this thing beautifully here in a few minutes. But 12 of your long distance darts, that's pretty much double your darts. This is an inline clip magazine tube fed shotgun, if you will. It's a single shot semi-auto blaster, pump action, and it's just a beautiful blaster. So let's take a look at the back of the box here. And as you can see here, it says it blasts up to 100 feet. You got a detachable sight, you have a barrel on it, you have a pump handle, of course, because it's a shotgun style blaster, pump action blaster. You have the dart gate back here, they call it the dart chamber. This is where you load in your 6 darts, the trigger, and the handle, of course, which is a, it's a pistol grip style handle. That's what I was looking for. And it's pretty cool. It is in this dark blue flavor, and I know they come in a green flavor, and I'm gonna show you my personal monorail, Helga. And this is what it used to look like back in the day when it first came out. It was kind of like a light blue flavor. And like I said before, this is Helga, and Helga is hungry to kill some zombies. That's right, keep calm and kill them zombies. Anyway, I modified this with a sling fire stock and just made it even more shotgun-esque, cool looking. I've got a side saddle on here to hold some extra darts, but this is my modified monorail, stock modified. It's nothing, no spring modification or anything like that. Just stock monorail blaster that's modified. Anyway, I digress. I just wanted to show you that because I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, without any further ado, let's just get into this blaster. We'll go over the specs and features of it. I will bring out the darts that if you are planning to get a monorail blaster, I highly recommend you go out and get some of these darts for it because they run absolutely flawless. Any other dart you put in this blaster, I can almost guarantee will jam up on you and will not work whatsoever. That is one thing about this blaster that people don't like, that it is not very reliable, but I love this blaster. I saw it at Dollar General. I'm like, I need to do a review on it. So let's get into the box, get these zip ties off, and get the darts out and talk about the blaster. Alright, so that was pretty quick and painless, and like I said before, what's in the box is these Buzzbee long distance darts. They are junk, throw them away. 3 points right there, you're not gonna need it. Anyway, then you have the monorail blaster itself. This is a shotgun style blaster, like I said, brought out by Buzzbee Toys in 2017. It's the dark blue flavor and green. Pretty cool, in my opinion, colorway here. Starting up at the front, you have the barrel. No, like, in-strike barrel lug. It's not a Nerf blaster. On the bottom here, you do have a jam door, and like I said before, if you use any other darts besides the darts I'm going to show you for this blaster, you will have jams, so you will be using this jam door quite often. Moving down, you have the pump grip to prime the blaster. You pull it down, push it back up, fire the trigger, fires 1 round. Moving up to the top, you have a clear window here that you can see the darts feeding. This actually feeds in a very unique way. It's a tube fed blaster, if you will. You put 6 darts in the tubes and it pushes the darts forward and drops them down into the chamber to fire them. This is like a chamber over muzzle, so you will have to get used to the darts coming out the bottom instead of the top, how a usual firearm would function. This kind of does it backwards, comes out the bottom instead of the top. Anyway, to load the darts, you pull back on this door here, fold it up, and then you load your 6 darts into the tube back here, close it up, and you're ready to go. You got the pistol grip style handle back here, and it is rather comfortable. It's very tactical, 80s, 90s, kindergarten cop-esque, if you will. If you've seen Kindergarten Cop, you know what I'm talking about. My name is John Kimball, and I love my car. That was a horrible impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you get the drift. So anyway, what do we feed the MonoRail blaster with? That is the question that you're going to ask, and that is the question I'm going to answer for you. So if you buy the MonoRail blaster, you want to go to your local Target and spend another $10 and get yourself the Nitro Shot darts. The Dart Zone Nitro Shot darts. They work absolutely flawless in this, and I will show you this in a second. And we'll also load in some other darts so I can just show you that it's not reliable 100% with other darts. But anyway, I digress. These darts, what is nice about this and why these feed so well in this blaster is the tips. They are sort of a harder rubbery tip, and they are somewhat squared off, which is a big thing for the MonoRail blaster. You probably won't be able to see this, but they have feed teeth in them that kind of go on the front of the dart and push them forward. That's what grabs the dart and pushes them forward. With other darts, they just don't feed reliably. They don't grab the darts, or they slip off the darts. But with these, they work very, very well. Like I said, to load the blaster, you put the darts in like this. You're going to get 6 of these darts. I highly recommend these Nitro Shot darts for this blaster and pretty much nothing else. The Nitro Shot Plus darts, which are the bamboo style half-length darts, chef's kiss. Highly recommend those. Highly recommend these for this blaster pretty much only. Other than that, they're sort of meh. So anyway, you load them up and then you're able to fire this blaster. This blaster is not slam fire. 1 pump, 1 prime, 1 dart. So we're gonna go ahead and fire them down range past the camera just to show you the reliability, and all 6 darts will shoot. Then we'll load them up with something like the new Air Pocket Technology darts from X-Shot, and you'll see that those don't feed reliably unless we get some sort of miracle. So first dart. Oh, okay, see, there we go. I already told you wrong. This one actually jammed up on me. Don't know if that's the blaster's fault or me. And there I did just jam another one in there because jams. Okay, so that is a problem with this blaster. And I may have just royally screwed up this blaster, but maybe not. But anyway, Helga runs great on these, and maybe this one doesn't. Yeah, so I may have just lied to you here. Let me try and clear these jams here for you and see. So I may have just lied to you. I may have just told you to go buy this blaster and not to go buy this blaster anymore. Maybe this thing has become even more garbage than it first started being when it first came out. All right. So let's try this one more time here. Believe that one loaded, and it did. And I'm empty, so let me load up a 6 more of these and try this one more time. I was really excited about this because when Helga ran through these and ate them up like nothing, I was like, okay, cool. I found some darts that this thing will actually be reliable with. And I may have just lied to you about that, so I hope not. I mean, I hope this will feed, but who knows. So let's try this one more time. Yep. Okay, never mind. Do not go out and buy this blaster. This blaster is hot garbage. Okay, time out. Hold the presses. Wait a minute. Since me being me, I wanted to know why the older one worked, the newer one didn't. So after doing some research off camera, here's what I have come up with. I did see that they did fix their issue. If you can see this little orange piece right there when you open the door, that was never there on the original. That is where Make Test Battle came in and made this 3D printed version, which is right there. Mine is black because it's 3D printed black plastic. So they did fix that aspect of the blaster, which I commend them for. They went back and fixed one of the loading issues. But they ended up cutting their own throat, Buzzbee did, because they made a worse loading problem. So I opened the jam door up, I primed the blaster back, and I looked down into the chamber. And don't do this when the blaster is loaded. Absolutely don't look down any loaded barrel of a gun that is loaded. Loaded barrel of a gun that's loaded. A loaded gun, never look down the barrel of a loaded gun. Anyway, this is not loaded, and I looked at the dart post. The dart post has a round, the dart post is a dart post, but it has a larger round peg at the end of it, almost like a little washer. I'm like, okay, I don't remember the other one having that. So I took Helga here, primed it, opened it up, looked at it, and it absolutely does not. It is a regular dart post that does not have the little nub on the end of the dart post, so it feeds more reliably. What's happening is the dart is getting caught up on that nub and not feeding down into the chamber of the barrel. It is just not fitting on it, because with a normal dart, that nub is about as big as the hole in the dart, so it is not feeding down in there. When you don't have that nub on there, the dart feeds down there very reliably. So, I'm going to tinker with this. I'm going to cut that nub off the dart post, take this blaster apart, cut the nub off, and see if I can make this better, or as good as Helga here in firing the nitro shot darts. If it is, you will see me with this thing slung on my back and hunting some zombies with it, because I think this is a awesome little blaster. If you can get it to feed reliably, I think it'd be great for HVZ, because you can keep loading it. You can keep loading it just like a cylinder fed blaster. Great for scavenging or whatever, but I will run this on my back and just use it as a secondary. So if I can get this to feed reliably, I'm going to take it apart and make it feed reliably, and I will come back and show you that it feeds reliably, and maybe change your mind that it's not as much of hot as, if I can say, it's not as, yeah, it's not hot garbage like I said it was. It's not as much of hot garbage as I said it was. Something like that. Not good with words, people. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out to you, that I will try to fix this, and I will try to take pictures and show you along the way what I'm doing to make this MonoRail blaster more reliable, so you can actually use it in an event like HVZ and it won't jam up on you. Just because, as you can see, Helga fired all 6 darts absolutely fine. Don't fix what's broken, and they fixed what was broken and made it more broke. So anyway, I don't know, but I just wanted to inform you of that I do think this can be fixed, and maybe it won't be hot garbage anymore. We'll see. So just little side note, little timeout, Saved by the Bell. If you know, you know. So yeah, that has been my unboxing and review of the Buzzbee monorail. I might try and tinker with it a little bit just to try to figure out if I can get it to shoot as good as Helga here. The only thing with Helga, I will say that I have done, let me load this one up and see if Helga can eat through these. The only thing that I have put on here is a Make Test Battle designed a 3D printed part for the back here that's supposed to help it feed more reliably. Maybe that's the deal, but with Helga, eats right through them. So yeah, maybe the design has gotten worse. Maybe it's just the newness of the blaster and it's not broken in, but as you can see, you will be using this jam door so much and destroying darts because of this blaster and how horrible and hot garbage this is. So sincerely sorry for wasting your time. I thought I had a awesome thing going there with testing on my old Helga monorail blaster. I really thought that this was going to become reliable, which mine is. The new one's not. So anyway, I want to apologize to you about that. If you do want to tinker with it, or you think it's cool or whatever, you can pick them up at your local Dollar General. This one was $18. I've seen them other places also, the green flavor of it, and I believe they're $15 to $18. So anyway, that's been my unboxing review of the Buzzbee AirWarriors monorail blaster. If you like it, go ahead and give it a like, please. I'm gonna start making more videos, I promise. Life has been busy, life has been hectic. It's just gonna get more hectic when the little girl gets here. So I'm trying to put out content for you as much as I can, and trying to put out something interesting that is a little different than everybody else. So thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Keep on foam flinging, Nerf on, and I'll be praying for you. Thanks for watching.